This is the ModMic 5, Antlion's newest release in the modular microphone setup. Here, they've added a few new customization options and answered the needs of users from previous models. Inside the box we have... wait, what? You want me to use the mic I'm reviewing in the review of the microphone? Well, why didn't I think of that?
This is the ModMic 5.0. And I'm recording using the unidirectional mode to start off here, running into a USB sound card. I previously recorded this entire review plugged into my motherboard microphone input, and there was a huge static hiss whine electrical noise going on that would be intolerable to watch for the entire video. So that is worth keeping in mind whenever you're using an analog microphone. So I have this plugged into a USB sound card, and it seems to have gotten rid of all of those issues. So hopefully the audio is more tolerable, because the actual microphone audio itself is pretty good. Again, this is a unidirectional mode. So one of the benefits, one of the new features, one of the awesome factors about this new version of the ModMic compared to previous versions that I mentioned is that you get both capsules in the same microphone. So you have unidirectional right now, and that's simply, we now have omnidirectional, which is going to potentially pick up more background noise, more keyboard noise, that kind of thing, but provide a bit more of a boomier sound and a bit louder of a sound. I'm actually clipping a little bit here, so I'm going to talk a little bit quieter, as it actually provides a little bit of a hotter signal overall to the microphone. Switched back to unidirectional mode, also typing. It's quite a bit quieter. So it comes in the same great rugged carrying case that says Antlion on the front. Will keep it safe if you're traveling, and comes with most of the same accessories, which includes a tiny little user's manual, which I use to reference whether or not I'm in omnidirectional or unidirectional mode. It comes with, actually, they've made it a lot more modular than it was before. So now you get the microphone itself, and it still uses the same magnetic clamping system here. However, the magnets in the new one are a lot stronger. So it's still backwards compatible with the old mounts. So the mount on here on my DT990 headphones is the same mount that I used when I reviewed the ModMic 4. But the newer clamps that it includes in the package have stronger magnets, and I can already feel the stronger magnet on this half of the microphone one is much better than the one that I had before. But you get the microphone, you get the mute switch, which you can choose to include or not include because it's inline and you plug it in yourself, so you could totally just not use it. In the box you get an adhesive wipe not an adhesive wipe, alcohol wipe to clear off the area if you're attaching the adhesive. You get mic clips to attach it to your headset cable, but you also get a cable wrap to wrap around your headphone and microphone cables to keep them a lot more organized. But what I consider really, really cool, as this was a complaint I had with the older version, is that you also get a shorter cable. So I'm currently using the really long extension cable to run originally to my motherboard and now to a USB sound card. But an issue I had before was I was running it to a USB audio device on my desk, at which case the big giant cable is just a lot to deal with on your desk and isn't really super manageable. But with this shorter microphone cable, you can then run it to a controller or something on your desk, iPod or something like that, without needing the giant ass cable, which is really slick. So you get a lot more modularity to the ModMic, and it sounds a little bit better and things like that. So we're back in the omnidirectional mode. I'm going to switch over to the unidirectional mode real quick, and we're back in the unidirectional mode. Now, the microphone is a lot more rigid in staying in place, which is really nice. An issue I had with the previous one is while I was talking and stuff, it would bounce around. So between the magnet and the actual rigidity of the mic arm here, it is actually quite a bit more stable, which prevents extra handling noise, it keeps it in place, and so on. But that also means it's a royal pain in the ass to actually adjust while you're using it. Like, it is really hard to adjust while you're actually using the microphone. You kind of have to take it off, bend it, and do some trial and error, which can be a little annoying. But overall, I am very, very impressed with the quality of the microphone and the fact that Antlion actually listened to our complaints that we had about the previous versions and incorporated a lot of the fixes that I myself have been looking for, and I know other people have as well, which including both versions of the microphone in the same microphone, so you don't have to be confused as to which one to buy. A mute switch, always super handy, especially if you're doing any sort of streaming, recording setup. More modularity, more accessories, and a better quality microphone, as long as your computer motherboard ports aren't super messed up, as mine apparently are. I'm going to do a comparison to the Audio-Technica BPHS1, which is a $200 broadcast headset with a built-in dynamic microphone that I've been using for streaming, so you get a comparison, because this is a broadcast headset versus an actual pair of headphones with this microphone. But before we get to that, this is unidirectional microphone, and then I'm going to show you a copy of it while processed. So this is the unidirectional microphone running through a little bit of audio processing, an EQ and a compressor. I didn't spend a whole lot of time fine-tuning the details, just want to give you a general idea of the kind of quality of audio you can get out of the microphone if you want to spend some time on it for recording. This is now the omnidirectional microphone, and again, running through the same processing effects. Keep in mind, of course, if you're doing voice over IP through Skype, Discord, Game Chat, and so on, they're going to get the raw audio unless you got some fancy Audition or Pro Tools live processing going. But if you're doing like a YouTube video or something, you can apply a little processing and clean it up a little bit. Now, we're going to switch on over to what it sounds like through my computer motherboard microphone jack as I start the comparison to the Audio-Technica headset. Real quick, I also want to compare to another microphone here. So this is the omnidirectional mode that you're listening to right now. And this is back to the unidirectional mode switch that I was using before. So this is what the microphone sounds like. And now we're going to compare it to the Audio-Technica BPSH1, I believe. Yeah, BPHS1, which is a broadcast headset. And this is what the microphone on the Audio-Technica BPHS1 headset sounds like raw. This is the headset that I've been using to stream, and I usually have it running through a DBX286S audio processing unit, which we'll switch to in just a minute. But this is what it sounds like raw for comparison. Now, let's switch over to processing before we discuss why the ModMic is still a great value in comparison to this, regardless of if you like the sound or not. Now, this is what the Audio-Technica BPHS1 sounds like running through a DBX286S audio processing unit that applies some preamp to bring up the microphone signal, and then an equalizer and a compressor to normalize the volume levels and make it sound a little bit better. And again, this is the headset that I use to stream. The issue is that you're still, despite being a broadcast headset, first of all, this is $200, which is as much as you would spend on like an actual nice pair of headphones that actually sound good, but you're still making a sacrifice since it is a headset. This is meant to be used in live broadcasting situations, so they're not audiophile grade cans. They don't actually sound super great. The earpads that came with them were crap. I had to swap those out. It's not the most comfortable headset in the world. And, the microphone is all right. So this is a $200 headset versus already having or buying a nice pair of headphones you actually enjoy and then buying a cheap, it's only like a $60 or $70 microphone to go on it that you're going to use and leave alone for a long time. So to me, it's a pretty good value.
In the United States, ISPs can now sell your browsing history and data, as internet privacy rules were just rolled back. Don't want that to happen? Then it's time to set up a VPN. TunnelBear is offering a free 3-day trial of their awesome VPN service for the next month or so. Hide your data, keep your browsing history safe behind a bear. Check the link in the description below or head to eposvox.com/freebear to learn more. I hope you enjoyed my review of the ModMic 5. Hit the like button if you did, subscribe for more tech content, and product links are in the description below. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.